Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and we are here today to declutter some drugstore highlighters. There are some that I could not find. I know I have two other ones from Pixi, no idea where they are. I opened every single drawer, looked at every bin, looked everywhere, can't find them. So I know at the end of this declutter series there's going to be some products that I couldn't find when I was doing that particular category. So there's going to be some random miscellaneous one at the end of the series, which is going to take a long time because I have a lot of stuff and a lot of categories. But this is all drugstore highlighters, and when I say drugstore, I mean the actual drugstore, not Ulta. I don't consider Ulta a drugstore, so there's nothing in here from Essence or ColourPop or anything like that because I didn't get those at the drugstore. I will do, there's 1,000 categories I'm doing for this declutter series, so I'll get to them, but right now, actual drugstore highlighter, most likely all Walgreens. Anyway, first up, a couple of Wet n Wild. This is Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. The shade Precious Petals. I never ever use this. I have had no desire to use it. I don't want to reach for it. I just see it there all the time. Don't ever want to use it. Same thing with this one called Blossom Glow. Never ever ever use this. Gonna let it go as well. Another Wet n Wild one, the Mega Glow highlighter. This one from the Crystal Palace line they did. Those eyeshadows were god awful. And this highlighter is fine, but I never use it, and I want to let it go to someone who would use it before it dries out, because it is a cream highlighter. Why not round out the collection of Wet n Wild here? This is the Sweetest Bling. This one came out with Holiday a while back. Not Holiday, Valentine's Day, like last year or the year before, even the year before that. I feel like, no. This was a long time ago, right? They came out with this. Anyway, I really like this one. I wish this was a permanent shade. I'm sure they have one in their line now that kind of looks similar, but I really like it. Gonna keep it. This is one I want to keep it, but I never ever use it. It's from Rimmel. It's a highlighting palette. They came out with the highlighter palette, blush palette, and bronzer palette. The bronzer palette is amazing. I never ever use this one. And I gotta... okay, gotta let it go. Let it go. I have this Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. This is one I actually like, but I don't know. Oh, I swatched that Rimmel palette before I did this video because I was like, do I want to keep it? I don't know. I have second thoughts. I like this highlighter from Physicians Formula, but the only time I ever use it is when I'm not wearing any other makeup. When I don't have any foundation or anything on, I'm bare skin, I put this on because I don't think this looks good on top of foundation or anything. But I really like it on bare skin, and for that reason, I'm going to keep it because I do like it. It's going to take forever to use it because I rarely use it, but I do really like it. This is from Pixi. It's the Glowy Glossimer Duo in the shade Delicate Dew. Is there even another one of these? Like, why'd they name it? Because I don't even think they have another one, do they? I like this a lot. I like that side a lot. This one I don't usually use. I mean, I've tried it, obviously, but this side is really good. I'm going to keep it. This is the Revlon Color Charge Illuminator. Do you guys remember this line they came out with? I wanted this highlighter so bad, and I got it at Big Lots for $3.80. I did drop it and crack it. I like this, but it reminds me a lot of one from Flesh. I don't know why. But, I mean, obviously, they're the same company, but, you know, Revlon, I think's the umbrella over Flesh. I never use this, though. I don't know. I mean, can you even see it? Right here. You don't have to be able to see every highlighter for it to be a good highlighter. I think you're not supposed to be able to see it, right? But anyway, it kind of looks like Essence, like it just makes your skin look like it's wet, like not wet, but not flat. I never use it. I'm trying to justify keeping it, and if I'm having to like go back and forth on like, well this, well that, let it go. Okay, Wet n Wild. This is the Shimmer palette in the shade To Reflect. This was one that came out with the Fergie line, and then when Fergie stopped doing the spokesperson thing, they kept a lot of the products that she came out with. They just named them differently. And this is freaking bomb. I use this all the time. Never made a dent in it. I use it all the time. I love it. Gonna keep it forever. Another Physicians Formula Muru Buru Butter Highlighter in the shade Champagne. This is an easy one to let go of. It's so dark, so gold. Not for my skin tone. Gonna let it go. This one from CYO, the Bronzing and Highlighting Palette Shimmer Switch in the shade In the Clouds. I don't know how this is a bronzing palette, even for the lightest of skin tones, because it's really like, maybe this one. But I really, really like this a lot. Gonna keep it. It's really shiny. Not a lot of glitter or anything. It's just shiny as heck. This is the shade Molten Rose Gold from Maybelline Master Chrome. One of my all-time faves right here. Love this one. Use it all the time. Gonna keep it forever. Same thing with this one. This is another one from Maybelline, the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade 250. Love this one as well. I feel like this was the one that Nikki Tutorials did, and they made it. I don't know why. I feel like it is, but it's just called number 250. It doesn't have a name, but it's really, really pretty. Gonna keep it forever. This one from Milani, the Afterglow highlighter in the shade Strobe Light. I like this one too. This is a little mini I got from Walmart. They had it like in a sampler set, and I really like this one, but I want to keep it, but I never use it. Dang, I'm gonna keep several of the other ones that are in this basket too. You know what? I don't know what to do with this one. I mean, if I want to keep it, I don't have to make myself get rid of it. I'm not trying to curate my collection or be a minimalist in any way. But I feel like if I'm doing a declutter video, I have to declutter more than I'm keeping. But I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to keep it. I want to keep it, so I'm going to. Okay. Next up is this Wet n Wild. This is from... What was this line called? It was like a Halloween from last year? What was it called? I don't remember, but the shade is called Moon Tears, and it's really, really pretty. This is how it looks. It is a loose highlighter, but it's exactly the same as the shade I'm So Lit. No. Is it this one? No. It is I'm So Lit. It's very similar to this, the one they came out with in their permanent line. So I don't feel I need to keep both of them, because I mean, one of these would last me literally my entire life. I want to keep Moon Tears just because it has the nicer packaging, but they're both open. I mean, you know what? I'm going to keep Moon Tears, and I'm going to let go of I'm So Lit, because, I don't know, I just would rather keep this one. The next Wet n Wild loose highlighter I have is the shade called You Glow Girl. This is one I went out to look for because Holly Forrest talked about it. I love her. She talked about this. She did like a whole video on these highlighters, and this is it right here. It's definitely more pinky. Really, really pretty. I love these loose highlighters that Wet n Wild came out with. They're awesome. They will last you forever because you need such a little amount to go a long way. I'm keeping more than I'm getting rid of, but you know what? It happens sometimes. Next up is a Revlon Holographic palette. This is the shade, I don't know, Galaxy Dream. So this is something that's right up my alley. I have 4 more things in here that I'm going to talk about that are these exact colors. My nose is running. Hold on one sec. I was going to keep wiping it like that, and I thought, oh my god, how gross. Anyway, this is something I love. I love these kind of, or what are they called? Iridescent highlighters. So obviously it's green and blue. They have a pink one, a purple one. They're really nice. I like using these on my eyes a lot. Once in a while I'll put them on my face. They're not over the top like a green, blue, purple. It's just like a nice little whisper of a color on your face, and I really, really like it. So I'm keeping this one. I'm also keeping, because one of my all-time favorite highlighter palettes is from Kat Von D. It's the Alchemist palette. I use it all the time. Every shade has a dip in it. I love it. I bought another one because I saw it going on clearance, and I'm afraid they're going to get rid of it. So I bought it back up. Love this because it's very similar. I also am going to keep all 4 of these Rimmel highlighters. There are these ones like this. These came out a couple of years ago as well. They're just magnif'eyes, holographic eyeshadow, and face highlighter. I like every single one of these, so I'm going to keep them. This is the shade Blushed Orbit. This green one called Minted Meteor. Gilded Moon. Obviously a cool gold one. If I could let go of any of these, it'd be the gold one. Let me look at it. This one I don't really use as much. The gold one I'm going to let go of. And then the purple one called Lunar Lilac. Really like this one a lot too. And I reach for these regularly as well. I like this kind of color. I don't know why I love it. 2 more here. I have this number 7 bronzer shimmer palette. This is very similar to, no it's not actually, it has more bronzer stuff in it. I was going to say similar to that CYO where it's not really a bronzer. This I really like. I don't use it very often, but when I do use it, I realize like, why don't I use it more often? I really, really like it. One thing I particularly like about this is as many times as I swirl a brush in here or moved a brush back and forth, the shades don't all mesh together and get all mixed up. They still stay very in line like that, and I really like it for that reason. It makes a really nice topper for a blush. You can like do a highlighter and stuff. So I like this enough to keep it, and I reach for it every now and then, but I like it. I'm going to keep it just because I want to have it. Last one here is from Soap & Glory. This is the Glow All Out Highlighting Powder. I've had this for so long. Karima McKimmy talked about this a lot. She really likes it, so I went out and bought it. And I like it, but I never use it. Let's see over here. It's more powdery than highlightery, and it kind of just looks like I put a pink powder on my face. It's more like an undetectable kind of highlight. If you look really flat, put it on the high points of your cheeks or wherever you want to, and it'll kind of just bring a little luminosity to that area, but not a glossy highlighter, how we think of highlighter nowadays kind of look. I like it, but I don't use it very much. I just really like Soap & Glory, but oh god, I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. Okay, how many are we getting rid of? We're getting rid of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, getting rid of 9. Keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Almost did it. I almost cut it in half, but I really like all the ones I'm keeping. I use these ones regularly, and I think I'm doing okay with the declutter. I'm not putting pressure on myself to get rid of everything just to get rid of it. If I want it and I have it and I want to love it, I'm going to keep it. Anyway, that is that, my friends. Thanks for joining me for another Sunday declutter. I will see you next week with another declutter video, or later in this week with another video. Thanks for watching this. Appreciate it very much. See you later. Goodbye.